Get ready for a wild ride through the tangled web of today's woke narrative. In this heated showdown, we're diving into the bizarre contradictions that have become all too familiar. From the chaotic conversations about race and identity to the endless definitions of gender, it's like a game of verbal twister. One wrong move and everything falls apart. Join us as we unpack these tangled threads, challenge the gotcha mentality, and expose the delusional claims that often fuel division. It's time to see the truth through the chaos.
In the past, you've talked about how white Australians, Americans, Europeans are being replaced by non-white immigrants in what is often referred to as the Great Replacement Theory. This is the same...
Have I said that whites are being replaced?
Well...
I don't think I said that.
Well, it's been mentioned on your show 4,000 times. And
really, when did I say that?
On your show.
I said whites are being replaced?
You have said that before.
Really?
Yeah.
I would challenge you to cite that, because I'm pretty sure I haven't said that. I said native-born Americans are being replaced, including blacks.
Native-born Americans.
Native-born Americans.
And
Americans black Americans have been, African Americans have been in the United States for, in many cases, their families over 400 years. And their concerns are every bit as real and valid and alive to me as the concerns of white people whose families have been there 400 years. So I've never said that whites are being replaced. Not one time. And you can't cite it.
Untrue.
So we just met, but when our relationship starts with a lie, it makes it tough to be friends. So
well, you've been lying
let's
about
pull
my
that back. I'm happy to explain what I do think.
So.
You actually can't say it because I didn't say it. It's not. First of all,
it's inspired one of the worst Australian guys.
How do they get people this stupid in the media? I guess it doesn't pay well. Look, I'm sorry. I've lived among people like you for too long, and I don't mean to call you stupid. Maybe you're just pretending to be. But
the Great Replacement Theory accusation, a favorite misquote. Apparently, if a topic gets mentioned on your show 4,000 times. You must have said it yourself, right? Funny how facts get twisted. The real issue here? Native-born Americans of all backgrounds have concerns. But hey, why bother with the truth when it's easier to misrepresent and play gotcha? Welcome to Media Logic.
How many genders do you think there are?
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I think it's countless.
Infinite genders?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a social construct, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. Well, either way, it's trying someone to just be given any opportunity that anyone who identifies as a woman should be given. I don't know.
Thank you so much. I like your plunger. No problem.
So, how many genders are there? Apparently, it's an infinite list now. Because who needs a limit when you can just keep adding? But hey, whether it's a social construct or not, let's just make sure everyone gets the same opportunities, no matter how they identify. Simple, right? And by the way, nice plunger. If you're enjoying the ride so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an episode. We're just getting started, and trust me, there's plenty more madness to break down.
I'm not going to recite some catechism for you. I'm against vicious racial discrimination in this country. So I'm not pledging allegiance to your new religion of modern wokeism, which actually fits the test. I'm not going to bend the knee to your religion. I'm sorry. I'm not asking you to bend the knee to mine, and I'm not going to bend the knee to yours. But do I condemn vicious racial discrimination? Yes, I do. Am I going to play your silly game of gotcha? No, I'm not. And frankly, this is why people have lost trust. And I know you're going to go print the headline tomorrow. I already know this. We already know how your game works. Vivek Ramaswamy refuses to condemn white supremacy because you asked a stupid question. The reality is, I condemn vicious racial discrimination in this country, but the kind of vicious and systematic racial discrimination we see today is discrimination on the basis of race in a very different direction. You want to know what the best way is to end discrimination on the basis of race? Stop discriminating on the basis of race. Do that, and we're going to move this country forward. And I don't care whether you're black or white or brown or anything in between. That's how we're going to unite this country. You people have been responsible for dividing this country to a breaking point, creating a projection of national division. I meet people from the south side of Chicago to meetings like this one of every shade of melanin, multiple, from man to woman, doesn't make a difference, who are hungry for reviving unity in this country. And you, with your catechism that you try to get to politicians to whatever fake headline you're going to print on the basis of this conversation tomorrow, that's what's dividing this country to a breaking point. Shame on you.
Yes, the classic condemn white supremacy trap, because if you don't recite the exact script, clearly you're guilty. But let's not bother with nuance. Like the fact that discrimination in any direction is the real problem here. Apparently, unity doesn't sell headlines, but division. Now that's a hot topic. Shame we can't move forward without the media's favorite gotcha game.
What is wrong about, the LGBTQ community? Personally, I feel I grew up in a Catholic household my entire life. I grew up Catholic. I grew up going to church every day.
The wokey approach might be about showing love, but true strength lies in listening and understanding, not trying to upstage others. Judgment gets us nowhere, but empathy? That's where real progress begins. Instead of throwing labels, what if we embraced empathy and unity? Imagine the power of leading with understanding, even when we don't see eye to eye.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm just curious about your stance on college as a scam, because I feel like, according to the Hamilton Institute, people who get bachelor degrees over a total lifetime earnings will earn of over $1 million more than those who don't. And also, I feel like college is an important place for people to go learn valuable life lessons. And also, it's good to have a balanced society, because then you're going to get artists, you're also going to get architectures, you're going to get engineers, you're going to get all sorts of different people that we need in society. Because what's the point in living if we don't have writers or artists? So I just want to get your take on that.
Sure. Question is, do the best writers learn to write in college? Probably not. No. The best writers are gifted writing, and they learn to write by writing. And I would just argue that this kind of holistic view you get, for example, what are you studying? Can I ask?
Economics.
Okay, so what do you think of Thomas Sowell?
I actually really like him. I bought his book, Basic Economics.
Great.
He's one of the first economists I really
Do they teach it here?
Not yet, but also I've only been
Okay,
for
so now you're
1
proving
year.
my point. If you're studying economics and they're not teaching Thomas Sowell, you're not getting an education, you're getting an indoctrination.
Yes, college. A place to learn, create balance in society, and somehow justify $100,000 in debt. Writers, artists, engineers, college makes them all, right? But wait, do the best writers actually learn to write in college? Apparently not. And then there's economics. You've got Thomas Sowell fans, but no soul on the curriculum. Guess what? That's not education, it's indoctrination. Thanks for making the point. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the delusional woke narrative, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going and challenge these absurdities together.